Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we have a new project here. It'll be this one. This is pattern 10185, and I did take a look ahead and saw that there's fewer of the black than there are of the purple, so the black would have to be this color I use for the variegated. But I'm not sure if that's like necessarily the way it has to be. So we'll kind of explore this and see how it goes. All right, so let's paste it over here and go to our layer, transform, and rotate that 90 degrees. Then we can go to the scale tool and make it big enough to actually see what we're doing here. And the move tool just to kind of give it a scooch off to the side, and we anchor the floating layer. All right. What color do we have left? Let's do this sort of I get this sort of brown color. Let's start with the orange and kind of go that way. So we're gonna do this brownish color instead of black. And I think I get this thing pretty well centered to where we can do this 2, 3. This one will be on the line, and this one's just starting. Oops. Like that. And then it skips one. And this goes to here. We got another. I think I know why they had to have an extra purple one. I wonder if I can outsmart this. Well, let's do it their way. Let's see how it goes. I see the potential of why this is the way it is. Oh no, I got it. It's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Yeah, so I can't just do one side because the way that this thing works, it doesn't have the symmetry going between the left and right side, so I kind of have to work out all of the string. But if I'm not mistaken, the way they've set this up, it's going to be pretty straightforward. and it makes it really clear why there's an extra light one. It's an interesting look. I'll give it that. I was going to variate it to make it a little bit easier, but overall I don't think it's going to be that terribly difficult anyways, so no sense in getting myself all worked up making new things when that wasn't the goal. The goal was to get this thing well balanced, centered, and into my own pattern to be able to make it easier to read where you're at any given point. I find that any of the other websites, if I try using their patterns, I'm almost instantly lost. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it feels every time I try. Also, I kind of like when I set it up like this, I can see exactly where I'm starting from, how to lay out the strings, how to get it set and ready to go. So yeah, it's just a tad bit easier. So that's coming this way. This comes under to here. Yeah. As I was saying, it's pretty straightforward. I see why they left off one of the darker strands. If they put a dark one in here, yeah, it would just cause trouble. So because these dark ones are secluded from each other, I think this is going to be another one of those patterns where the variegated floss is really going to just shine and look really, really awesome. I also find it interesting that this one was longer, and then when it comes through, it becomes the shorter one. So it might actually even balance out the strings and make it so that way they're used a little bit more evenly. So that could be a plus. So I'm not sure what to balance this sort of a brownish, brown to gold almost, what to pair it with. If I put it with a very bright color, that might be interesting. But it feels like it should be boxed in by a darker color. Almost. I don't know. Maybe like a dark brown to go with it. So there, I have put in all of the underlying strings for that color. Everything else is our background color. Let's go ahead and go with that dark brown. I think that's gonna be it. We use this select tool. It's select by color. That means we can pick this, what we use for the template. Go to our paint bucket, which has already got the dark brown, fill whole selection, and bam, just like that, it's done. And there is our top half of the pattern. So now I need to copy the top half, Control C, Control V, get our flip tool, flip it both horizontally and vertically, and it lines up awesome. We can anchor the floating layer and merge it down. And there is our pattern. I am looking forward to this one. I think this is going to be a good one, guys. It's a little bit different where it has like 2 stripes, then 3, then 2, then 3, 2, 3. I think that's going to make this a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, I'll get this made and we can talk about it later. All right, guys, have a good one. Before I go, let me just thank my YouTube members for making this possible. This whole project came about with buying a bunch of floss, including this variegated sampler pack. And we are almost to the end of the sampler pack. And it's been a fun experiment and I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have as well. So thank you guys very much for that. If you haven't already, hit that like button, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.